Well, hello there, friends and subscribers. This is Nick's Going to Hollywood coming at you, aka Nick Huntsman. I'm doing this little thing. I thought it might be cool to go over an old movie that I deleted. I'm going to do a couple of these. This one is for Mask, the very first one. I'm going to say the very first feature-length film that I ever made. So let's just watch that together, and I'll do a little commentary for you. Just explaining over some of the things in the film that you might not know, um, just behind the scenes stuff. The first thing, these credits here, of course made in Windows Movie Maker. It's the first thing I ever used, really. Um, I wanted to drag it out for reasons that I don't know. I guess just to make some cool credits to open the film with. They really don't matter because there's only two people involved, and that's me and Daniel, which is my brother. So there we go. 5 years ago, a man went on a killing spree. This was like, I don't think I ever planned to make a sequel really, but it just kind of happened. So I was building up, and I didn't make a prequel either, so I was building up to what happened. Part 3 was actually supposed to be the prequel and sequel at the same time. It was going to be a sequel in some ways, and it was going to flash back to what happened before this one. So this is the psychiatric hospital, aka our mother's house. There's the broken door that takes him forever to realize that the doorknob was even broken on. And there's the killer, Jack Wexley, coming out of Daniel's room, running off and escaping. And then this goofy part, where I just put it in slow motion for dramatic effect, I guess, and the dog chasing after me, thinking we're playing with him, and he doesn't do anything but follow me. So there's the scene that drags on a little too long because it's in slow motion, and of course the dog back there. And upcoming is one of my favorite parts of the film here. It's one of my favorite parts. When the guards meet up and have a little banter. So I'm just gonna let you enjoy that part here.
Ah, crap.
Man.
A prisoner escaped.
Oh.
Should we go get him?
Nah. Let the people live around here deal with it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's not like you murdered anybody or anything.
Oh, that's good.
I always like that line. Of course the guns are fake. There were a couple of BB guns is all it was. And here comes the killer. Now see, what you might have noticed is they're wearing the same jacket. It was sort of a continuity thing, but I think if you really think about it, they were just sort of these standard issue jackets that they were supposed to have, and he kind of stole one maybe, or got one because he was cold. And what he was doing there was he was supposed to be putting it over there, make it look like he was going that direction, and then heading the opposite direction. And look, if you notice there, I quickly changed where I was going, because when I looked down at the ground, there were like a million holes that looked like I could break my ankle. So I decided to go up the other way. And here I am, already out of breath. Worst killer ever. Needs to work on his cardio. So there he is escaping. And this was supposed to be where he lived. This was supposed to be like his hideout that they caught him in when he got out. So he's going back to his hideout. But really, because there's no prequel or anything explaining that, it's just a random shed. Because all of his stuff is there. That's why I want to explain it like that. He's got the machete in the wall, and no, he's just gonna search around for some stuff. But this was filmed, of course, in the same backyard as the psychiatric hospital. You just couldn't see that in the same shot or anything. And there's the mask that he was looking for. I guess he was arrested before he could put it on. And I wanted to make it a point to never show the killer's face, because he was supposed to have these hideous scars all over it. And since I didn't have hideous scars, I just had to hide my face. So that's why I wore the mask all the time. And so now this was filmed on a Saturday, I believe. And so this is Saturday night coming up when we filmed this. And I re-edited this part because I didn't want the... If you remember the original version, there were like 3 different cuts of the same death scene back to back. and then lastly in slow motion. I just thought that was superfluous, and it was kind of dumb to have that in there. I mean, it was really stupid and goofy. So I re-edited this to just kind of alleviate that, get that out of there. So here's the first death scene. And this was where the first one ended. Now this actually picks up right here, right there. This is where it picks up. We actually filmed this a couple of weeks later, actually, or it might have been more than a couple of weeks actually. But we filmed this on an entirely different weekend. But it just picks up right here. And there's a couple continuity errors here, of course, we point out. First off, I'm grabbing the machete by the blade. And if you notice there, the mask is laying on the table because I took it off because I couldn't see. Like an idiot, I didn't put it out of camera view. And now all of a sudden he's wearing it again, so. There's just goofy continuity on my part. And I think it was around Halloween because there's the Halloween decorations over there. And so, yeah. And this was, it was actually really cold. It doesn't seem like it was cold. But it was actually pretty cold when we filmed these, Now this might have been filmed on Friday night. But this was, no, that was filmed on Saturday night. This was filmed on Sunday. This was definitely filmed on Sunday. We started early, and because we had to get it done before I had to go back home. And so, and also, neither of us could legally drive the car, so we cheated that whenever we had car scenes, we would always just cheat it where it just showed us suddenly getting out of the car. And of course, that wind that annoys me too. That it was so windy and blowing right into the microphone. And it was amateur. And there I am grabbing the machete blade again and running like an idiot. And here comes Daniel, the guard. He's coming after me with the BB gun, aka the rifle. But yeah, this was this was filmed on Saturday because I just remembered something, continuity. This was filmed on Saturday in the afternoon.
Where did he go?
Oh, here comes the epic quote-unquote fight scene. Yeah, if you pay attention to the ground, not there, of course, but I thought this was a pretty cool shot. Pretty, I always like this shot here. He's trying to get away from it. It's always one of those, suspenseful moments, and he shoots the killer. But look, there's nothing on the ground, you notice there. This was Sunday. Now this is Sunday. And what we didn't know it was going to do was snow. And so suddenly there's snow all over the ground. Also, it just doesn't make sense that he's suddenly gone. You can see more snow back there. Yep. But here's Jack Wexley. He's escaping. Excuse me. Yeah, nice we get that on the audio track. The commentary. Me yawning. That's must hear TV. And this was supposed to be like his, I don't know, his new hideout, I guess, or something. I don't know. We just thought this was kind of cool to film at. We just thought that would be pretty cool to film at because it just looks kind of like creepy. So it was like an old horse stable, I think, or something like that, or horse corral. I don't know, something like that. So he's looking in there to see if he can find any evidence of him. And then now he's trapped in there. And here comes the killer. And this was funny. Like I was actually climbing over this thing, and it actually started falling apart. So we had to cut really fast and like just have me walk around it, and then kind of climb down like that. And then the dumbest killer ever. That's what's goofy. And why he doesn't just climb under this, I don't know. I mean, he's the worst serial killer in history. I mean, look at this. His leg's getting caught on nothing over there. And then this epic action sequence here. The slowest run into an object. Suddenly. And then I accidentally kicked it and got it stuck. And it was supposed to be like he's ripping these out of like they're nailed down or something. And now here I am trying to be all cool and it gets stuck. And this part here, he was supposed to be out of ammo. It was supposed to be a click, but I didn't edit that into there. So that was what that explanation is. He was supposed to be out of ammo, so he picks up the machete to throw at him.
Oh, crap.
I don't know what I was doing here. Galloping like a horse or something. Incredibly out of shape. And if you look at Daniel, he throws like a little nut at me or something. Yeah. And then he runs back uphill. And here's where I accidentally trip over some sticks. And then I get caught up in some briars. And my hands were stuck. And I was just like, oh god, cut. And then all of a sudden I'm caught up with him. And then all of a sudden there's no gun. There. And then now all of a sudden there's a gun in his hand. There's continuity errors galore here. And here comes the attack dog again. And I just want to say that if that were me being chased by that guy, I don't know, I'd probably be pretty scared too. And here's the final epic death scene. I thought that was pretty cool shot there. And now it's time for the credits here and that wind. But here's the credits. So that was the first one that we filmed. Like I said, there wasn't a planned sequel, but I mean I did leave it open ending, but there wasn't a planned sequel per se. And I actually wanted the sequel to be better than the first one, but I just a tight schedule kind of put that on, kind of put that behind, and so I don't know. I really do like the second one better, but I do have a place for the first one because that's the one that I just had the random idea one day, and actually when I filmed this part, Daniel, of course, operating the camera. And again, superfluous credits, because there's only two of us. So there was nobody to produce it, or really direct it, or write it. I mean, it was just us goofing off, pretty much. But I filmed this is the last thing I filmed before going home. And you can tell, obviously, here in a second, it cuts to a next shot. Or I had to run back down to the driveway. And the sun set even more. And all of a sudden the light changes. So there was Mask. That was Mask. So I hope you enjoyed watching this with a little bit of running commentary. Just me sort of rambling about the film, really. I don't know. I'm not very good at making commentary. But I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see the original version, you can click that here. And if you want to see Mask 2, I have the alternate version with the commentary as well as the original version. So you can click either one of those, and have a good day. Hope you enjoyed it.